Good afternoon. This is an afternoon. I didn't do my video this morning, but I wanted to get it in and I almost forgot to do it. So I've already started this, but we're going to be making one of these little owls. And this, I wanted to show you part of how we do this. I've already taken and cut out the two pieces, and there's going to be the main body, and then there will be the belly, which is the real small piece. And you can see that this is a lot smaller than this one. I'll take this off as soon as I finish this one line. I'm going to sew up the first seam, and you have to go slowly, and you're just going to ease this whole side on here. Let me finish this and I'll show you. It's really easy, but explaining it is hard to do. Or maybe it's just hard for me to explain since I'm such a visual person. Okay, these were the two pieces. You had the main body, and then you had a similar one, only it's smaller, and that's the belly. And I took this one and I'm doing that first seam, and you have to line it up. First, you have to line it up with the bottom. And it's going to look a little wonky because you're going around a curve here. But as you go, you just do a little teeny section, and then you turn a little bit, and then you do another little section. So that's why you go slow while you're stitching, and it's going to look like this. And then you're going to do the same thing on this other side. You're going to put these two bottom pieces together. This is the bottom. And you can see that it doesn't look like it's going to fit right here, but it does. You just start stitching right here. And then slowly I'm going to ease this on in, and then we can clip the corners later. But there's going to be a twist at the end. Is we're going to go clear up here, and then we're going to flatten this, and we're going to make a straight line instead of just stopping at this little top point. So let me finish this, and then I'll show you how this works out. They're really fast and easy to do, and you can do so many different things with them too. You don't have to have button eyes. You could put different eyes on there, you know, just a stitched eye or a googly eye, or you can even buy those real owl-looking owls if you want to glue those on. So I'm doing this about 1/8 of an inch is what I'm doing. And I stop and I ease that over. Easing it over again. And I'm slowly going around this little curve. And right here at this point, I'm going to ease that up and go and pull this other corner back. You can see a slight gap there, but I'm keeping this in edges together. There's a little slight gap there, but we will miss that because of the stitching. And you want that little point in there. So you just do that little point. So now here's how your piece looks. Now see, this was the going straight. I started at the bottom and I stitched up. I folded this part done that we'd done before over so that I could stitch straight all the way across. And I missed that little gap there. I just went on the other side of it. So now we have the two pieces sewn together, and it looks like this. Looks like some kind of a little hat or something, a little pointy hat. And then you'll want to come back in any place where there's a tightness on your edges where it goes, you know, around those corners. It's slightly going to, you can just clip a few. Be sure not to clip too close to your stitching. And you can trim it. If you've got a whole lot of excess, you can trim some of that off. This part here is just turning it inside out. And you do want to make sure you get all of it with the little pointy top inside out also. I have some little bent tiny scissors that really helps with that a lot. They can be frustrating sometimes, but just take your time with it. Once you've done a few, you will pick up some handy. You'll learn what tools to use. Like you could use a chopstick, or you can use a pin, or like in this case, it's a little bent tweezers that seems to get right down in there. Kind of shiggle it back and forth when I get right at the end. So I got a nice little point there. Okay, we've got our point. At this point, you will probably want to go and iron it. You don't have to, but it's going to look like a little, it's going to look just like a funny little hat right now. This is where you're going to take the seam part right in the middle of the belly, and you're going to, you can press this top part if you want. Because what's going to happen, and I won't do the rest of it right now because it's going to be self-explanatory in the photos that I'll add with this. You're going to fold this down so that the tip, which becomes the beak, is just covering up that point part. So you can see where the point is there, and here's your beak. You want to put about that much down, and that's going to be your beak. And then your two eyes, you'll pick out buttons or whatever you want for eyes, and you're going to put those right about there. And you'll go ahead and tack this beak down. You could add a string in the back if you want to hang it from, or if it's going to be a cat toy or something, you don't have to. And then you're going to go ahead and sew those buttons on. It's easier, I think, to do it with this way, although I have done it when it was already stuffed, and that works too. So at this point, when you get this done, then you're going to stuff it. And when you're all done stuffing it, you're going to take and do a running stitch around the whole bottom. And then you're going to pull those strings up so it gathers all together in the center. And then you'll just do some stitches across both horizontal and vertically until that's nice and sealed. And you can either get a piece of round felt and put on the bottom, or leave it as is. I leave mine as is, and it'll be all done. And you'll see by the pictures how the rest of it turns out. But this is the way they look, and this is how to sew these together. If you buy my little fat quarter project that has the 5 owls on it, and each owl will have a different design. All the designs on the owls are my own, and this is on Spoonflower. It's a quick, easy project. I think you'll enjoy having fun with that, and who knows what you'll give your little owls to. You have a good day, and thanks for watching.